Hey my needle drops, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Before I get into this thing, I want to say that I have an interview that I conducted a couple months ago down there in the D-Box, link, and it's on our Tumblr account, with one of the members of Women about this new LP. Came out pretty good. Alright, Women, Canadian band, second album, Public Strain. In 2008, these guys came out with a self-titled LP, and that thing wasn't one of my favorites of that year. However, the band's sound had stuck in my head, which is kind of funny because they're really not the easiest band to define. Although I could try, I would call this garage gone sour, with a deep affection for art rock and noise. I don't know, I guess if you were going to slap a genre name on it or something, the words post or wave would probably be in it. I mean, you could just call it post-wave. After that 2008 LP, I assumed that Women would just refine their sound, come out with another LP, and they have. They definitely have, just not in the way I expected them to. Usually when a band refines their sound, it's sort of like sticking to one idea or getting catchier, getting more immediate, and For me, Public Strain is a huge left hook with 11 little left hooks packed into it. This album just refuses to be normal, and Women doesn't do that. They don't accomplish that by being completely noisy. They kind of do something worse. They flirt with the idea of being sunny and sweet, and then suddenly they just jam a wrench into the gears and shake it around. Oh wait, here's a pop song, here's a verse, here's a chorus, there's a melody. Oh wait, here comes a sour note. Now there's a lot of noise in the background. Here's some drone. Oh, you want a rock song? Okay, here's a beat. Oh, wait a second. It's like in 13/8? Why would you do that? Oh, dissonant chords? Ouch, ouch. Why this mesmerizing jam? Why all these eerie, deadpan, creepy vocals? The thing is, no matter what, on every single track, Women find a different way to not be accessible and beat expectations. And if there's any consistent idea or theme on this LP, it is that. The production is also pretty consistent, and I absolutely love it. A lot of moments on Public Strain are messy and cacophonous, but also very labored over and detailed as well. Women are always throwing different ideas into the mix, different sounds at your ears, but there are also tracks that go in the opposite direction on this thing, where they are trying to put as little sound into the mix as possible, just very bleak, just the sound of emptiness. Even track 5, which is a 3-minute drone, which sounds like it was produced with an organ, has a certain kind of charm to it that I can't deny. Now, a lot of people will call this record lo-fi, and maybe I wouldn't go that far. It's not the most lo-fi thing on the block, though it does sound self-recorded. And it is, but if calling it lo-fi will get you to check out the record, it's lo-fi. If some comparisons will get you to check this out, it kind of reminds me of Eric's Trip if maybe they were going for a creepier vibe, or maybe even Woods if they decided they wanted to be a rock band. It's something that on a lot of tracks on here I'm just totally feeling Velvet Underground, but not in the sense that, they sound exactly like the Velvets, but maybe in the sense that it's very otherworldly, very kind of off-putting. Part of me wants to kind of call it druggy, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's druggy, because in the same breath, it's also kind of sobering in how desolate this album feels. This thing really does create a lot of tension for me, and it's because it's difficult to define. That just kind of keeps me on the edge of my seat. It's just really dark. It's just really restless. Kind of like a fat, bald guy in a night robe sitting in his living room with the TV on and the lights off, shaking in his recliner with a coffee and a cigarette. But I want to say this is for a specific listener. If you're looking for a straightforward, easygoing pop record, don't go here. If you're looking for something electronic, something that's clean and well parsed, don't go here. But if you want something that is strange, off-kilter, a little far out, something that's just going to make your eyes go wide with a spooky beauty, then look no further. I have little to no gripes with this thing. It gets a little underwhelming at points. The first track isn't my favorite, but damn, I'm feeling a light 9 on this thing. I feel like such a pushover. I've doled out so many 9s over this past month or so, but the thing is, you know, we're coming to the end of the year and a lot of these great albums are being released now so that they could be considered for everybody's year-end list, because if you're not released by October, pretty much people are not going to talk about you until the next year rolls around. Alright guys, this has been another album review, Women, Public Strain, Anthony Fantano. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate that. Forever.